Hello everybody, my name is Kiara, aka Kiaras.bookshelf, and welcome to my channel. I am so excited to film this week's video for you guys today because I am going to be talking about my end of the year TBR. Now I am really excited to talk about this list of books. Some of these I've mentioned on my channel before, which I think would show you that even though I make these TBRs, I don't always follow through, but I feel like I really want to hold myself accountable this time and really try to achieve this goal. So the first book that I want to talk about is actually on my Kindle TBR, and that is Forget Me Not. And this is a enemies to lovers and exes to lovers romance, I believe. And this has to do with rival wedding planners. I really liked the idea of that because I don't read a lot of exes to lovers, rivals to lovers book tropes. So I really wanted to try something different this time around. Now the next book that I want to read is called Party of Liars, and I was really excited for this because I believe it is a thriller that takes place at a party. I'm not really sure if it's like a murder mystery or a ghost story. I've heard it's kind of a mixture of both. Now the next book that I want to read, I'm actually already in the middle of, and that is Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. And following that, I am definitely going to jump into Queen of Shadows. When I was reading the first two books, I feel like my attention span for them was pretty bad because I felt like I had to pick up a camera for every little thing that was going on in the series. But now that I can read it at my own pace, I found that I am just really loving where the story is going. I have so many theories about this series. I have so many favorite characters, and I am just really enjoying it, and I'm really excited to see where the rest of this story will take me. Now, the next book on my list is one that I have been wanting to read for a really long time, and that is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis a couple of years ago, and I really loved it, and I just haven't picked up another Ali Hazelwood book, and I don't know why, but it's something about the premise of this being a STEM related romance that just really intrigues me. I do not work in STEM. I don't have the brain power for it, but it's still really interesting, and I always love that Ali Hazelwood's characters are always like so smart and real, and I think I am going to love this. So the next book that I want to read is a YA thriller, and that is The Woods Are Always Watching by Stephanie Perkins. I read There's Somebody Inside Your House a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it. I love the fact that it was so short, and this book is actually even shorter, and I feel like this will be a really good palette cleanser after I read Air of Fire and Queen of Shadows. I don't know why, but there's just something so rewarding about reading a short book or reading a book in a completely different genre after you've finished a fantasy book. And I know that Stephanie Perkins is a romance author, but I actually feel like she does thriller really well. I'm not sure if she has other thriller books, but if I like this one, I definitely want to look into more thrillers by her and maybe even her romance books. The next book that I want to read is Shadow Wars: The Secret War. After I read The Poppy War, I realized that I really like stories that revolve around war. It's so different than what I usually read, and it's so refreshing. So I feel like when I read this book, I'm really gonna like it, and I'm just going to want to buy any and every book that has war as the base premise of the story. And who knows, this might actually be an introduction to me reading middle grade books. I am all for trying new genres and finding what you like, so you never know. And the last three books that I want to read before the year is over is the Ferryman trilogy. I've had these books on my TBR for at least 2 years now, and I've just been really putting them off, even though I'm so excited to read them. I believe the premise of this story is somebody dies and they are taken across the river with the ferryman, and I believe the main character ends up falling for the ferryman and going on an adventure with him that was not planned. I'm not sure if this is related to Greek mythology, but it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, and that made me really excited because I love stories that revolve around Greek mythology and just mythology in general. And as you can see, these books are not long at all, so I feel like this will be a really good series to binge, maybe when I'm in a reading slump or when I just need a break from reading all of these other books. So this has been Kiara's Bookshelf. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this week's video, and if you have any of these books on your TBR, please let me know because I love talking to you guys. Be sure to like this video and subscribe because I have so many reading vlogs planned for 2026. Bye!